Now I am going to explain the movie Downsizing. As soon as the movie starts, we are told that scientists have developed a technique by which any person can be reduced in size. The name of this technique is downsizing. By using this, any person can be made 5 inches taller. The purpose of downsizing was that since the population was increasing very fast, the resources were decreasing due to this. Now, it is obvious that growth is a dangerous thing. That is why the scientists created this technique by which humans will become smaller, and the resources will also not be exhausted because small humans cannot use anything as much as grown-up people do. But whoever uses the downsizing technique has to keep some things in mind. Once the downsizing technique is applied on a person, he cannot be made bigger again. That is, the person will remain permanently small and all the children born. That is, the coming generations will also be small. Now, this technique becomes quite viral in the whole world. Some people were calling it good and some people were calling it bad. And those people who like this technique apply it on some people, and after getting reduced in size, those people become happy in their life. After this, we are shown an app in which the name of the person is Paul. The financial condition of these people was very bad, and when both of them heard about this technique, they also liked it a lot, and with time their problems increased more. Many times Paul thinks that he will adopt the downsizing technique, but he did not have the courage to do so. Then one day Paul goes to a party where he sees one of his friends and his wife who were enjoying their lives by becoming smaller by using this technique, and they come to this party in a small glass box. Paul talks a lot to his friend, where his friend tells everyone that I am very happy by applying downsizing in my life. Earlier when I was big, there was a lot of happiness in my life. There were problems, but now I am very happy in my life, where earlier our property was very less. Hearing Miss Paul and his wife gets very impressed and feels very good, and both of them decide that they will also try this technique. Then Paul and his wife go to a conference on downsizing so that they can know more about it. They are told that when they will become small, their property will increase a lot. For example, when they are big, one biscuit is not enough for them, but when they will become small, one biscuit will be enough to fill their stomach, due to which they can last for many days with a whole packet of biscuits. That is, here their food problem is solved. Now, a lady after seeing Paul's property tells that when you become small, your property will go up to 200 million, hearing which Paul becomes very happy, but the problem was that after becoming small, they cannot become big again, but now because their real estate will remain big, so their relationship with their real estate will end forever, and at the same time, if there is any artificial thing attached to their body, it will be removed. For example, if there is an artificial tooth, that too will be removed because it will only have human body braid and no other thing attached with it. But if they don't do this, then he might die. Now here Paul has a metal in his tooth, so Paul gets it removed, and the scientist removes all the hair from his body. Then both the husband and wife get ready and say goodbye to each other and say that now we will meet each other in smaller sizes. First the downsizing is applied on Paul, and now it is not applied on his wife. Paul is put in a chamber where a doctor presses a button, and then the process of downsizing starts. Along with Paul, there were other people also present, and they become smaller in size. Paul, who has become smaller, lies on the bed where his nurse brings him a biscuit, but Paul doesn't eat the biscuit and calls his wife. Paul's wife tells him that I have cancelled this plan. This means I am not applying the downsizing technique to myself. When Paul's wife's hair was being cut, she realized what I was doing to myself. Am I doing the right thing? Is this all I wanted to do in my life? Plan, but Paul gets very angry after hearing this because he was injured and he could not grow up again, and due to this, both of them get separated because they both cannot live together now. After this, Paul goes to some other place to spend his life, and this place was specially made for downsizing people. Paul used to live alone in a house there. He did not have any friends. Then some time passed, and Paul had also divorced his wife so that he could get a new start to his life. Then the next day he received the news in which he received that a box was sent from America in which about 15 people were coming here using downsizing technique, but all of them died except one girl. After that he comes to his house and sleeps. Then the next day he sees the same girl whom he saw in the news. That girl cleans that house and cooks food for Paul. Actually, that girl does not have any house, and Paul was also living alone, so he was sent here. They get along well with each other, instead liking each other a lot. Then there we are shown a broken area, and this was also an area of small people, so they were small people. They used the downsizing technique, but in a wrong way. They used the gate to make it look like we are their friends. What did we do to remove the waste, and that is why they are living here. I made this technique after a lot of hard work to save this world, but the reality is that now you cannot grow up. Rather, you will always remain small like this. And now Paul also understands that he can never grow up again. But he was happy because he had found a good partner in the form of that girl. With her, he can spend his life happily. That scientist says that I designed this place like this. No one at all can stand here, and this will never ever come to an end. And if you wish, you can join us in the Wraith. To which Call responds, but no, when the land ends, I want to end with it too, and whatever life I have left, I want to live it happily and joyfully. I want to spend it well. And so he returns to his place and starts living a very good life with that girl, taking a fresh start, and with this, the movie comes to an end right here. Thank you for watching.